Hello, and welcome back to Explain the Charts. Today is June 3rd, 2025, and we're going to break down Intel Corporation, ticker symbol Intel. We'll examine the latest news surrounding Intel and how it correlates with the stock's recent performance. First, let's address current events. Recent headlines from Yahoo Finance highlight Intel's new AI memory initiative and changes in leadership, with Lip-Bu Tan taking over as CEO. MarketWatch also notes analysts' price targets, with a consensus rating leaning towards reduce. The market seems to be reacting to these developments. Now, let's switch over to the charts and see what they tell us. We will look at both the 1-day, 1-hour, and 15-minute charts. Alright, let's begin our chart analysis with the 1-day candlestick chart. Looking at the overall trend, we can see significant volatility throughout the past year. We saw a high around $49 in January 2024 before a sharp decline to the 30s and then again to the low 20s. We can see the most recent price is near $19.74, having previously been near $34 in July of 2024. We see a downward trend is in place. The Yahoo Finance summary mentioned Intel exceeding Q4 2024 earnings expectations, but reporting a net loss. Perhaps the slight gains after this event was offset by some of the cost-cutting measures taken since, including a 15% workforce reduction and the suspension of stock dividends. Now, let's narrow our focus to the period from January 2025 onward. We see a few more rallies and pullbacks here. We see that February had a rally to the $27 range before falling off hard back to the 20s. It's also important to note that there's been increasing competition from AMD and NVIDIA, as noted by analysts. So this area is a time period to watch out for. Zooming in on the more recent time frame, from March 2025 to today, the downtrend seems to have continued. The stock has failed to convincingly break above resistance levels. We can observe that Intel fell to its lowest at the beginning of April, bottoming at around $18 before attempting a few weak rallies to the low 20s. Switching to the 1-hour chart, we can get a more granular view of recent price action. Okay, looking at the 1-hour chart, we can see some short-term trends. The most recent price action from late May into early June shows some choppy trading. Notably, there's a potential support level forming around $19.50, but it needs more testing to confirm. There appears to be downward pressure over the last few hours. To get an even closer look, let's switch to the 15-minute chart and concentrate on the very recent activity. As of today, June 2nd, we can see choppy behavior and little clear direction. The price is hovering around $19.74, but it looks like resistance is likely around $19.80 if the market goes that high. Based on the overall analysis, it's difficult to be strongly bullish on Intel in the short term. The stock faces headwinds from competition and cost-cutting measures. If the price falls below $19, a further decline is possible, potentially testing the $18 range again. On the other hand, a sustained break above $21 would signal a potential bullish reversal. But as of right now, it does not look too likely. In recap, important price levels to watch are $19 as a crucial support and $21 as an important resistance to break. We expect continued volatility as the company implements its new strategy. This is Explain the Charts. Thanks for watching.